Hello, friends and family. The processional is about to begin. Please note this is a mask-friendly event. We'd like to remind all participants, against mask-friendly, please welcome the Grand Marshal, faculty leaders, college faculty, and the graduating class of 2023, led by the 2023 Provost Graduates of Excellence.
friends, family, graduates, faculty, and staff. Welcome to the Salt Lake Community College 2023 Commencement. We are pleased to have you here to honor the graduating class of 2023. Before we begin our commencement ceremony today, we acknowledge that Salt Lake Community College is located on the Native American shared territory of the Goshute, Navajo, Paiute, Shoshone, and Ute people. We honor the original ancestors of this land and offer respect to our other tribal communities. We acknowledge this history to cultivate respect for and advocate with our Indigenous students and communities still connected to this land. At Salt Lake Community College, students are the focus of our efforts and mission of the institution, and it is our pleasure to showcase and celebrate their accomplishments during the momentous events such as this. Please join me in welcoming Tehemata, Utah for a call to welcome. Thank you, Tahamata, Utah, for that beautiful performance. Please rise for the Solid Community College Distinguished Platform Guest and remain standing for the posting of the colors and the national anthem. The colors will be posted by the Utah National Guard, followed by the national anthem performed by adjunct faculty member and SLCC alumnus, Dr. David F. Pack.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
You may be seated. It is my honor to welcome the 2023 graduates, the President's Party, faculty, staff, family, and friends of our graduates. Before we begin, I have some short housekeeping items for your attention. As a courtesy to one another and to enjoy this morning's ceremony, please silence your cell phones. Also, please locate the nearest exit to be used in an emergency. For everyone's safety in the arena, please remain seated for the program's duration. If you need to leave, please exit from the top of the seating area. Please refrain from entering the arena floor or the backstage areas. Our professional photographer will be taking pictures of the graduates as degrees are awarded. So we ask the family members wait until after the program to take pictures of their graduates. It is now my honor and privilege to turn the program over to our president, Dr. Denise G. Huftelin.
Welcome. You are a beautiful sight. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us for this joyous and celebrative event. This is truly an extraordinary day as we celebrate 75 years of educational excellence and student success. For some families, graduating from SLCC is a rite of family passage. So if you have graduated from SLCC, please raise your hands so that we can honor you. This year, more than 3,330 students will graduate from the college with a certificate or a degree, and we thank you so much for making it a priority to honor their accomplishments. In addition to our graduates, we'd also like to take this opportunity to remember students, faculty, staff, and other loved ones who have passed this school year. Please join us in a moment of silence in their honor. Thank you. I am joined on stage this morning by incredible supporters of Salt Lake Community College and its students. It is my privilege to introduce our special platform guests. As I introduce each one, I ask that they stand and remain standing until all introductions have been made. Also, please hold your applause until we have completed all of the introductions. Our honorary doctorate recipients, Senator Luz Escamilla, John Parrish, and Joanne Parrish. Member of the Utah Board of Higher Education, Grace Acosta. From the Utah System of Higher Education, Dr. David Wolstenholme, Commissioner. From the Salt Lake Community College Foundation, Kevin Potts, SLCC Foundation Chair, and Roger McQueen, SLCC Foundation Board Emeritus, and 2012 Honorary Doctorate recipient. Our SLCC Legislative Champion, Representative Melissa Garf Ballard. Our Board of Trustee members, Lori Chillingworth, Vice Chair, Coralie Alder, Sunny Washington, Dr. Tashelle Wright, Alumni President. Our Grand Marshal, Steve Ford, Professor of Welding. Our Staff Association President, Gina Alfred. Our student leaders, Lindsay Lauren Simons, SLCC Student Association President 2021 through 2023 and Student Trustee, and Joyce Wambui, SLCC Student Association President 2023-2024. Salt Lake Community College's Executive Cabinet, Jeff Aird, Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness, Dr. Juan Kadri, Vice President for Institutional Equity, Inclusion, and Transformation, Dr. Brett Perazzi, Interim Vice President and of Student Affairs and Enrollment Management, Allison McFarland, Vice President for Institutional Advancement, Chris Martin, Vice President for Finance and Administration and Chief Financial Officer, Dr. Clifton Sanders, Provost of Academic Affairs, and our academic deans, Jeffrey Coker, Interim Dean, the Gail Miller School of Business, Dr. Robert Pettit, School of Health Sciences, Dr. Roderick Land, School of Humanities and Social Sciences, Dr. Jennifer Saunders, Salt Lake Technical and School of Technical and Professional Specialties, and Richard Scott, School of Arts, Communications, and Media, and our keynote speaker, Tara Stringfellow. Thank you to all. You may be seated. I am also honored to introduce our 2022-2023 Distinguished Alumni Award recipients, two of whom were able to join us today as platform guests. Please join me at the podium as I introduce you. First, Jeremy Foster. Jeremy graduated from Salt Lake Community College in 1996 with an associate degree as a physical therapist assistant. Jeremy credits his success during his 26-year career to the mentorship he received from his exceptional SLCC instructors. His mentors, among them Professor Ken Freeman, taught him to understand human conditions and vulnerabilities and instilled a deep appreciation of people's adaptability. Today, Jeremy is the Academy of Clinical Electrophysiology and Wound Management's physical therapy assistant at large. He also served in this capacity for 6 years at the Academy of Acute Care, which is affiliated with the American Physical Therapy Association. Jeremy has been recognized many times for his excellent work, including serving twice as the PTA caucus representative for the state of Mississippi. In addition, multiple organizations have named him as an Outstanding Physical Therapist Assistant of the Year. Jeremy is a strong advocate for leadership roles for PTAs at the state and national level, and his community service to the physical therapy profession is exemplary and impactful. Please help me congratulate Jeremy. Our second distinguished alumni recipient is Mary Ann Douglas. Mary Ann, will you join me at the podium? Mary Ann began the surgical technology program at Salt Lake Community College in 1979. Mary Ann's drive and skills propelled her extensive career from surgical technician to executive leadership. After graduating at 19, her career as a surgical technologist allowed her to gain experience and support herself until she earned a bachelor's degree in nursing at Westminster College and later a master's degree in healthcare administration at the University of Colorado, Denver. She is currently the Executive Nurse Director for Surgical Operations at Intermountain Healthcare. In addition to her career success, Mary Ann continues to give back to the program that started it all. She has been a guiding force in the Surgical Technology Program Advisory Committee and was instrumental in establishing an industry partnership between SLCC and Intermountain Healthcare. Her son carried on the rite of passage by also graduating from the surgical technology program. Congratulations, Marianne. Our third distinguished alumni recipient, Gary Payton II, is unable to join us today, but we would like to honor his accomplishments. Gary played basketball for SLCC from 2012 to 2014, and then moved on to Oregon State University, and then achieved one of his career highlights when he won the NBA championship in 2022 with the Golden State Warriors, where he is currently a shooting guard. Gary always knew the path to becoming a professional athlete would take grit to reach his dreams. He chose to attend and play basketball at SLCC because it was part of a well-respected conference and offered a chance to be recognized. During his time as a Bruin, he earned multiple awards, including earning second team NJC2A Division All-American honors as a sophomore. The support Gary received from his SLCC instructors and coaches just made it smooth for his 2 years at the college. Last December, Gary was honored at the SLCC versus Northwest basketball game, and we retired his jersey, number 1. The jersey memorializes his time at the college and is displayed in the Bruin Arena. Please help me congratulate Gary in his absence. Community colleges are referred to as democracies colleges. This is partly because of our open access policies and our commitment to equity and inclusion. We serve our surrounding communities, and our student body reflects the diversity of these areas. We have an institutional commitment to the community, captured in our vision that we will strengthen the communities we serve through the success of our students. Among those who worked with our community last year are the 50 civically engaged scholars who have completed over 15,000 hours, and we honor them today. These scholars, acknowledged by the Royal Blue Cords of Distinction, devoted a portion of their time at SLCC to learn about the different pathways to service and applied their learning to improve their communities. I also want to take an opportunity to recognize those community-engaged learning faculty who offered their tireless support and who shared our commitment to civic engagement. These faculty, together with our engaged scholars, embrace academic curiosity and courage as they shape a new future. In community-engaged learning classes, faculty link service to the curriculum through critical reflection. National research states that community-engaged learning is a recognized high-impact practice and supports student engagement and retention. Over the past year, more than 3,338 Bruins, mirroring our general student demographic, participated in 238 community-engaged learning courses. Students engaged in approximately 81,894 hours of service, and they were taught by 67 faculty members. Will the civically engaged scholars and the community-engaged learning faculty please stand and be recognized? Thank you. As you prepare to take your next step, I am confident that your success will continue to strengthen our hometown. Thank you and congratulations. I also have the pleasure of introducing and acknowledging the outstanding achievements of some of our faculty this year. These award recipients are seated on my right in the front row of the faculty section. I ask each recipient to stand following their announcement of their name and to remain standing. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. The 2023 Teaching Excellence Awards, given by the SLCC Foundation for outstanding faculty, were awarded to Claire Adams, Associate Professor Humanities, Melissa Hardy, Associate Professor Biology, Nikki Mantilla, Adjunct Faculty Humanities. The 2024 Distinguished Faculty Lecture will be presented by Christy Green, Associate Professor of Business Management. I would also like to acknowledge our 2023 Faculty Governance, Leadership, and Commencement Processional leaders. Adam Dastrup, Faculty Senate President, Professor of Mathematics and Engineering, Geographic Information Sciences Technology. Please join me in giving these exemplary faculty a round of applause. Each year, the college also honors a Utah State legislator who demonstrates their support for Salt Lake Community College and higher education. This year's legislative champion is Representative Melissa Garf Ballard from Davis County, Utah. Representative Ballard, will you please join me at the podium? Representative Ballard has been an amazing champion for Salt Lake Community College and for all institutions of higher ed in Utah. Early in her legislative service, she visited the college to learn about our students and understand the college's priorities and perspectives on key issues. And she continues to take time out of her busy schedule to regularly meet with college representatives and students. In the 2023 legislative session, Representative Ballard was instrumental in helping higher education institutions receive unprecedented state funding, increases for a wide range of programs and initiatives, many that directly benefit Salt Lake Community College students. She also chairs the Utah Higher Education and Corrections Council and has been an ardent supporter and advocate for incarcerated students, working to provide them with every opportunity to receive post-secondary training and education that will allow them to successfully transition into society upon their release. Representative Ballard's efforts have resulted in meaningful assistance and support to the many students participating in the college's highly successful prison education program. Thank you, Representative Ballard, for your demonstrated commitment to the students, faculty, and staff of Salt Lake Community College. Please join me in thanking our legislative champion. In his book of essays, The American West as Living Space, the Pulitzer Prize-winning novelist and environmentalist Wallace Stegner writes this about the impact our geography has on us. If there is such a thing as being conditioned by climate and geography, and I think there is, it is the West that has conditioned me. It has the forms and lights and colors that I respond to in nature and in art. If there is a Western speech, I speak it. If there is a Western character or personality, I am some variant of it. If there is a Western culture in the small c, anthropological sense, I have not escaped it. It has to have shaped me. I may even have contributed to it in minor ways, for culture is a pyramid to which each of us brings a stone. And although his words are primarily about the arid landscape of the West, I chose his phrase, for culture is a pyramid to which each of us brings a stone, to frame this year at Salt Lake Community College. And it is etched into our respective space on the Taylorsville Redwood campus near our Marcosian Library. We talk a lot about culture here, the culture of belonging, the culture of care, the culture of learning and community. And we have been working for many, many years to shift our culture to a more equitable and inclusive one. And unless you've literally been hiding under a rock for the past 7 years, you have undoubtedly witnessed the weaponization of culture in our country. Partisan politicians and privatized media outlets have turned cultures against each other with fear, misinformation, stereotypes, and fringe thinking disguised as fact. So I purposely used this quote this year to make it clear that each of us contributes to the culture of a community, and that diversity within culture allows it to build stronger and uniquely. We are stronger when we reject the stereotypes and fears thrust upon us about certain cultures, and instead create spaces where all are welcome, all are heard, All are considered, respected, and ultimately contribute to the learning environment we hope to surround ourselves in. We create stronger foundations when we accept the stones that all of us, students, faculty, and staff, bring to our spaces. We learn, we are shaped, and we shape each other. As graduates, know that you have helped shape the SLCC culture while you have been here. You have shaped your student colleagues, your faculty, your advisors, and many others as you have written, asked questions, learned, and shared alongside us all. You have strengthened our understanding of languages, ethnicities, tribal communities, religious observations, learning differences, gender constructions, generational differences, digital knowledges, lived experiences, and much, much more. And hopefully, we have shaped you by building your content knowledge, your ability to critically think, the value of curiosity, engagement, the affinity for blue and gold and brew and pride, the connection to your future, and the role you play in creating and building an equitable community wherever you go. My best to you as you continue to build, shape, and share your stones to strengthen new environments. Go Bruins. I am pleased to introduce an extraordinary individual who has been a longtime advocate and champion of the college, Lori Chillingworth, Vice Chair of SLCC's Board of Trustees.
Good morning. As Chair of the Salt Lake Community College Board of Trustees and on behalf of the Utah Higher Board of Education, it is my honor to present Senator Luz Escamilla as an Honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters recipient of the Salt Lake Community College Class of 2023. Senator Escamilla, please join me at the podium. Senator Escamilla is in her 5th term in the Utah State Senate, serves as a Senate Minority Leader, Chair of the National Hispanic Caucus of State Legislators Banking Committee, and Affordable Housing and Credit Task Force, and she co-chairs Utah's Women in the Economic Commission. Her journey to becoming Utah's first Latino and immigrant state senator stemmed from her family's dedication and role modeling to seek opportunities through education. To this day, Senator Escamilla shows incredible dedication and support to her education through her support of SLCC and its role as an emerging Hispanic serving institution. Whenever she has a new entrepreneurial idea, she first checks in with the college to see what educational opportunities are in place to support the idea. She believes the emerging communities served by the college are our future workforce and strives to strategically align businesses, nonprofits, education, and government relations plans. She continually invests in the community and future generations by supporting the SLCC mission. In recognition of her commitment to advancing opportunities for all in our community through education, I am pleased to confer upon Senator Luz Escamilla the degree Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters with all rights and privileges attended to it. As the Vice Chair of Salt Lake Community College Board of Trustees and on behalf of the Utah Board of Higher Education, it is my honor to present John Parrish and Joanne Parrish as the Honorary Doctorate of Humane Letters recipients of the Salt Lake Community College Class of 2023. In recognition, okay, come to the podium, Joanne and John. Congratulations. In recognition of their incredible devotion to supporting student successes at Salt Lake Community College, we are pleased to honor John and Joanne today. Together, they have built an incredible legacy within the Salt Lake Valley through the John M. Parrish Foundation's dedication to providing mental health services and addiction recovery. At Salt Lake Community College, dozens of students have received support and an empowered education through the John and Joanne Parrish Endowed Scholarship. John also served on the SLCC Foundation Board for 6 years, with 3 of those years as the organization's chair. During his tenure, the foundation doubled SLCC's endowment and raised millions of dollars for student scholarships. Their joint efforts and commitment to the community will have a lasting impact for many families throughout Utah. In recognition of their selflessness, generosity, and commitment to improving opportunities and mental health in Utah, I am pleased to confer upon Joanne Parrish and John Parrish the degree Honorary Doctor of Humane Letters with all rights and privileges attend to it.
In an effort to celebrate more deeply the commitment to teaching and learning at SLCC, each of our academic deans has selected a Provost's Graduate of Excellence to represent their school. The graduates were selected based on high academic achievement, involvement and leadership at SLCC, community service, or notable triumphs in the pursuit of their educational goals. Please stand as I introduce you. Devin Sanborn, Salt Lake Technical College and School of Technical and Professional Specialties. Sierra Schmidt, School of Arts, Communication and Media. Traylyn Geringer, Gail Miller School of Business. Jennifer Croft, School of Health Sciences. Gabriel Holm, School of Humanities and Social Sciences. Amanda Lee, School of Science, Mathematics and Engineering. Chandra Payne, General Studies. Please give them a big round of applause. You may be seated. Enjoy this video that tells their stories.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's the interview.
Perfect, let's go, we're done. We get to clap it?
Oh, yeah.
What?
I wanted to just kind of start with your background.
Okay.
Who are you?
Wow. Okay. So.
I moved out to Utah right after high school because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
I was in a residential treatment center for adolescents.
I am a first-generation college student.
I didn't graduate high school. I got a GED. I was a young mom.
I hit some speed bumps in high school. I ended up just dropping out. I was a professional dancer, and then I became a forklift driver for a while. So I was just, that's all I would call it, was maybe surviving. I wasn't really like thriving or living.
A few years ago, I kind of hit rock bottom and had to, put all the pieces back together.
I struggled through addiction and domestic violence and just a lot of things that I had to work through, and those were big successes for me.
So I came back to school, and I didn't know what I wanted to do yet. I just knew I had to get started somewhere.
I think when I first started at SLIC, I didn't know what I wanted to go to school for, so I was kind of just bouncing around, taking my time with things.
Well, at first I thought I was going to be a computer science major. I was convinced that this was my set path.
Oh man, I don't even really know how to explain it, but I've always been interested in the heart.
I love the piano, and I started out with doing virtual piano lessons at Salt Lake Community College.
I started really picking up a love for rocks, and so I decided to go to school.
And then it was cool when I discovered the welding program. I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
I'm more of a non-traditional student because I chose to raise my family first. And so going to college was like going to another country. It was very foreign to me.
Some of the challenges for me is that I go to the Disability Resource Center. I got accommodations like a scribe and a reader.
Trying to balance work and school.
And having to work full-time, it's very hard to go to school full-time and to pay rent, pay your bills.
There were times when I questioned, can I do this program? It's rigorous, it's brutal.
Overall, just trying to establish a clear sense of identity for myself.
I was that rough rock, then I was tumbled through the rivers and waters, and I broke off all my hard edges, and now I'm polished, and then here I am.
I didn't think going to school would be possible. I thought going to school was going to cost me a fortune and I was going to put my family in debt for the rest of my life. It didn't. And it made my dreams of earning a degree so that I can encourage my kids to earn degrees. It made that possible.
They definitely give me the opportunity to challenge myself, but they also give me the support to help me to overcome those challenges.
And it's like the feel of Salt Lake Community College it's very welcoming.
I think it goes back to this being a community college and really focusing on the word community. They really are invested in your best.
SLCC has helped me establish a sense of self-efficacy. I want to be Dr. Whole one day.
And I've kind of narrowed it down to radiation therapy or MRI or mammography.
Yeah, need to have a multifaceted career. Is to be day job is to be an elementary music teacher, an eBay book seller, and also do private piano gigs at bars and weddings or at the Salt Lake City International Airport.
I want to be an earth science teacher. I can see that what a difference teachers can make because of how teachers have affected my life even. I've had some amazing teachers here at SLCC.
I love the trades. I think everyone should look into going to the trades program. This year I will be graduating with my associate's degree in the welding, fabrication, and inspection program. In Utah, when I was just back east, I immediately go up to whatever I'm about to walk up and I'm like, is this safe? Are the welds gonna hold? I'm very judgmental.
I have a long journey ahead of me, to become a heart surgeon. There's a lot that goes into that. So this is I'm just getting started.
You don't know what you don't know, right? I thought I was going to be terrible at school. I thought I was going to struggle a lot more than I did.
There's so many programs. If you don't know what you want to do, sign up for a program. You have nothing to lose.
Being at SLCC helped me realize my capability of being a student. It just makes my day by day meaningful, makes coming to school worthwhile.
So maybe that's where it comes from, is I want to know how to fix the heart. Literally, not just metaphorically.
I didn't do great in high school, so the fact that I could excel and do great in college in an online program that SLCC offered to me, that's a big deal to me.
And this is just a foundation in order to a solid foundation of education to build upon, for your future.
It took me 6 years. It maybe will take you 2, maybe it'll take you 10, but in the end, you're gonna be really proud of yourself, and all of the hard work is worth it in the end.
And education will always, always help you be a better person. No matter what you choose to do, education will help you be a better person and be better at what you want to do with your life. I won't ever have to survive, I can thrive. And with an education, that helps give me that security that I need to continue to move forward and have a future.
That's what makes you you, makes things possible, and makes you excellent.
I am going to miss coming to Salt Lake Community College every day.
I just first have to start out by saying it's 1,000,000 degrees up here. I'm currently pregnant and sweating for 3. This is now the splash zone. All right. I want to start out today by congratulating all of the 2023 graduates this year. You did it. Thousands of assignments, hundreds of exams, using Adobe One Kenobi and Wikipedia, and today it all became worth it. So the biggest question in the room, now what? Maybe your parents, friends, and mentors are asking you this question. Maybe you're asking it of yourselves, now what? And where do we go from here? Life is a journey. For some of us, sorry, I'm always emotional. Okay. For some of us, today might be our last stop on the college train, and we are getting off to our start of careers. Many of us are heading to 4-year school or graduate programs with many more stops on our academic pathways. Both are equally great options. Before we can truly figure out our now what, let's first talk about the things we learned along the way. I offer 3 important lessons we learn in college. Remember where you came from, value the helpers, and embrace your failures. The first lesson we learned in college, remember where you come from. I'm a first-generation non-traditional student. My parents value education but did not have the opportunity to go to college themselves. I enrolled in SLCC right after high school graduation, not because I had a clear direction, but because that was the thing to do. I'm sure some of you can relate. I ended up dropping out of college 3 times at different institutions. In the meantime, I decided to have a shoe full of kids and be a stay-at-home mom. I have bad grades from those first 3 attempts, and I felt really ashamed, but then I wanted to try again, and SLCC was there for me. In fact, SLCC was the only college that would take me back. But look at me now. Thank you. Because of what I accomplished at SLCC, I became the type of student that any 4-year college would take. When we get to these new horizons, like starting a new job or moving on in school, the accomplishment is all the richer knowing where we've come from and all that we overcame to get here. It only took me 17 years to get to that point. A benefit of being a first-generation student, my parents maybe didn't realize that it doesn't usually take 17 years to graduate from a 2-year school. Now, I don't know about all of you, but I did not do this college thing alone. I have family, kids, coworkers, mentors, fellow students who helped me get where I am today. Make sure to take the time to thank these people who got you here, the helpers. In my role as the student body president, I have had the honor of being mentored by the great Tim Davis. Tim has a way of leading others that makes you want to be better, challenges you while making you laugh your hat off. There were several times this year that I had to bring kids to school or to important meetings, and Tim didn't even bat an eye. He always made me feel supported and has always been one of my biggest cheerleaders during this journey. So many lessons he taught me in so little time. One thing that we bonded over was sharing our favorite lyrics and scenes from musicals. So this is for you, Tim. I'm not going to sing. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now, whatever way our stories end, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, I have been changed for good. There were many more interactions like this during my time here at SLCC. Linda Gemmett in biology, Craig Farron in music, President Oftelin, all these people were excited about my journey here at SLCC. This is the SLCC spirit that I want you all to remember. We all need to remember to keep the helpers updated about our journey. As we walk through the doors, education has opened for us. Let's take a couple seconds and give our people a round of applause for their support in helping get us here today. Our final lesson from college. Has anyone here failed an exam or an assignment? Cheer for fails, yes. I know I have. I want to share a quote by the great Yoda. Pass on what you have learned. Strength, mastery, but weakness, folly, failure also. Yes, failure most of all. The greatest teacher failure is. Failure is inevitable. But how we react to failure determines how the rest of our lives can go. Many people feel shame and they hide the truth and don't learn from it. Or they learn, they're reluctant to ask for help. These lessons about ourselves are equally as important as the things we memorize or practice in the classroom. Remember your failures here and grow from them. 3 lessons. Remember where you come from, value the helpers, embrace failure. I hope that these 3 lessons have a major payoff, that you believe in yourselves, Bruins. You're graduating today. This is an incredible feat. You were able to motivate yourself to keep working hard and to achieve this goal. You can do anything you set your mind to. Remember this. Let this guide you as you go back to the question that might be weighing on your mind. Now what? I have so much faith that you will figure this answer soon. No matter where life takes you, remember, you always have a home here at SLCC. After 2 phenomenal years of service as the SLCC Student Association President, I will now leave you the best way I know how. May the force be with you. Congratulations, Bruins! It is my pleasure to introduce this year's Commencement Keynote speaker, Ms. Chara Stringfellow. Ms. Stringfellow graduated from Northwestern University with a BA in English Literature and African American Studies and a Juris Doctorate from Chicago-Kent College of Law. Following her work as an attorney, she earned a Master of Fine Arts in Poetry and Fiction and became an accomplished poet, writer, and novelist. After years of living abroad in Okinawa, Ghana, Chicago, Cuba, Spain, Italy, and Washington, D.C., she moved home to Memphis. Her debut novel, Memphis, is a rich story about the Black woman living there, an ode to the city, her family, the people, the community. Her work resonates with what we seek to accomplish here at SLCC. We're excited she's here to share her experiences with us. Please help me welcome Ms. Stringfellow.
Good afternoon, and congratulations. I had just flown in to Negril, Jamaica. You see, I had traveled there to visit my husband at the time, who was working on the island for about half the year. Hadn't seen him in a month. When I got to the hotel resort, my phone pinged. My Wi-Fi had been restored, and I saw that I had a new email. It was from Northwestern University. I can remember leaving my then husband at the hotel's beach bar rather suddenly, telling his confused face that I needed a moment alone. You see, this was the email I had waited my entire life to receive. Months earlier, I had applied to Northwestern's Master's in Fine Arts and Creative Writing with a specialized track in poetry, and I hadn't told a soul that I applied. Not my husband, not my friends, not even my family. It had been years since my first collection of poetry was published, and truthfully, I did not think either me nor my writing was worthy of publication, of widespread readership, of fame. 6 years ago, I was an attorney in Chicago, married with a dog, living in a penthouse apartment that overlooked Chicago's Gold Coast and Lake Michigan. I'd achieved the American dream. And yet, I was utterly unhappy. I hated my job as a divorce attorney. Hated a feeling, instead of like Atticus Finch, like a cog in a wheel that never spun toward black folk in this justice system. Truthfully, I also hated being married. Sorry, y'all. I hated it, oh Lord. I hated of how banal our conversations had become. Hated that in this interracial marriage, the duty of tackling racism, even from his family, was mine alone. Hated of having to work 70-hour weeks to just come home to find out that as the only Southerner in the relationship and therefore the only good cook, that the act of making dinner every night fell squarely on my shoulders, night after night. I hated the monotony of my life. The daily grind of waking up, walking the dog, taking the train to work, watch my husband eat my dinners with the latest Cubs game on as our only conversation, an endless cycle to resume the next day and the next. So, without telling anybody, and after already accruing enough student loan debt to rival that of the Obamas, I decided to apply for graduate school. Again, for poetry. A profession not necessarily known for its high employment nor its high income levels. But I knew that I wanted to commit my entire life to writing. At 30 years old, I had taken a long look at my life and I did not like what I saw. I had a career, an education, a nice home, a man by my side, but because I was not writing, I did not feel as if I was living. I was not doing the one thing I believe I was put on this earth to do: to tell good, Black, Southern stories. Thank you. My love for the written word began when I was all of 3 years old, the moment I heard my first poem. After a bath, after our nightly prayers, my father decided to read me and my sister a poem instead of a fairy tale that night as he tucked us into bed. He pulled a thick black book off a high shelf in our room, and he began reading. And in my father's voice, I heard all of my favorite genres melded into one: a Grimm's fairy tale, a Mother Goose nursery rhyme, a good old-fashioned love story, a terrifying haunting. And the way it was told, the meter of the poem was not only riveting, it felt like easing back into a plush velvet cushion. I was so transfixed that I made my father start the poem over again to repeat what he had just read, and he did. In his clear Marine Corps major voice, he read, and I quote, "Once upon a midnight dreary. While I pondered, weak and weary, over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, and while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came that tapping as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door." In Jay-Z's memoir, Decoded, he describes hearing hip-hop for the very first time. It was a rap battle outside of the Marcy Projects in Brooklyn, where he grew up. And Jay-Z writes, and I quote, "The sun started to set. The crowd moved in closer. The next clap kept coming, and he kept meeting it with another rhyme. It was like watching some kind of combat, but he alone was in the center. All he had were his eyes, taking in everything, and the words inside of him. I was dazzled. That's some dope shit." That's some dope shit was the first thing I thought. Then I could do that. End quote. Hearing Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven for the very first time when I was all of 3 years old, the first thing I thought was that was some dope shit. And then my second, I could do that. And I could do that better. My father, to this day, remembers laughing at me at my fierce and sudden declaration of self and soul that so help me God, I would be a great American poet, even greater than Poe. You want to be better than Poe? My father let out an incredulous whistle. Then you'll have to be, he said, 3 times as good. You're black, and you're a girl, and you were born in a country built to enslave you. Perhaps that is why I love poetry and prose so very much. It is a landscape that has never wanted me. As a Southerner, it is not lost on me that once upon a time in this country, I would have had my hand cut off for simply holding a book. That some slave overseer would have thought little to nothing of cutting out my tongue so that I could not have taught any other slave how to read. That if I had been born 100 years before, every major institution of higher learning would have had their doors firmly closed upon me. That the simple act of sitting down at a Southern cafe counter to read a good novel would have had me arrested at best and strung up from a tree at worst. That up and until the Civil Rights Act of 1964, a public library could have turned me away, would not have issued me a library card, would have restricted the mere access to books, all because of the color of my skin, and that even today, in 2023, the majority of Americans cannot fathom, cannot wrap their minds around there existing a black fictional Little Mermaid. Perhaps this is why, upon hearing my first poem, upon hearing my father declare that the road to poetry was unpaved and unmarked for black women, that I just had to walk it. Oh, no matter what. I had to prove to my father, to the world, but most importantly to myself, that I had something to say, and that I could say it beautifully, rivaling any word any other white man has ever pinned to page. Perhaps that is why when I got that email from Northwestern University, opened it up and saw that very first word, congratulations, that I fell to my knees in Jamaican sand and I cried. And when my husband came up to me kneeling and heaving in the sand, took the phone from my hands, glanced over the email and said, well, that's great, babe, but who the hell is gonna pay for it? Perhaps this is why I told him that upon our return to Chicago, he would be moving out. And that I would be what I had always wanted to be, a writer. All of this to say, I firmly believe in the age-old American Declaration of Life, Liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Right, that my favorite word in that phrase is pursuit. You know, we all have dreams. But the question in front of you graduates today is, are you willing and able to hunt for yours? To pursue your dreams until the edge of reason. To pursue your dreams even when your father or mother or friends laugh at you. At your sudden declaration of self and soul, are you willing to leave relationships that do not further your dream? I realize that that is a mighty ask. I also realize, just as my father did the moment I told him my dream, that I am asking you to pursue your happiness in a country that may not recognize your humanity. I think it's time I addressed the elephant in the room. Y'all are graduating today in the midst of some troubled, violent times. We live in a time in which we go for a week without a mass shooting, and we call that a triumph. We live in a time in which Black children are being killed for listening to their music or running around their own neighborhood or for knocking on the wrong door. We live in a time in which states are quick to ban books and drag shows, but not assault rifles. We live in a time in which our mothers and grandmothers had more reproductive say-so over their own bodies than I do. And we live in a time in which we would rather give a teacher a 9mm handgun to defend her classroom rather than a copy of The Color Purple. We live in a time in which our bodies are being policed, our books are being banned, and our civil liberties are diminishing by the day. I realize that I am asking y'all to pursue your happiness in a constant state of worry, of danger, and of decline. But I was born a poet, so that means that more than anything, I am hopeful. I believe in the creativity, the ingenuity, the resilience of these young, brilliant graduates. You know, it is true that this country is hurting, but I believe it is also true that y'all will be the ones who heal us. Yes, yes, yes. Clap for yourselves. If it weren't for college students and for their activism, Lord knows how much longer my people would have had to wait for the right to sit down in a library. If it wasn't for countless sit-ins staged across college campuses during the civil rights movement. If it weren't for college students and their activism, Lord knows how many more souls we would have lost in Vietnam, in Iraq, and in Afghanistan. If it weren't for college students and their activism, Lord knows what I would have studied in college, because my own major, African American Studies, was not created at Northwestern University until Black students took over the campus to declare truthfully and finally that Black studies are American studies. We have a long, rich, beautiful history of college students, recent graduates, changing this world. Your generation, this class of 2023, will be the scientists and the doctors who solve cancer and Alzheimer's and a recent incurable diagnosis of mine, lupus. Y'all will be the politicians who finally declare that healthcare is an American no, a human right. And y'all will be the poets and the writers and the actors who tell stories that will make old poets like me have to go back to the drawing board. And y'all will be the community organizers as well as the CEOs who make damn sure that oppressive systems of institutionalized racism are finally dismantled. College students, college graduates have always been my proof through the night that our flag was still there. It is you who will make this country into her destiny, a more perfect union. It will not be easy. The road ahead is a long, unpaved, and unmarked path. You may even be told at some point that you do not belong on it. So be it. Walk it anyway. I hope my words today have encouraged folk out there, yes, of course, to pursue your dreams, but to make damn sure in the pursuit of that dream that we are doing our part to ensure the liberty and the freedoms of us all. I hope that someone heard my words today and thought to themselves, that's some dope shit. And I hope, I pray that your very next thought was that I can do that. And I can do that better. Thank you. Thank you. Class of 2023, thank you so much. Well done. Bravo.
Thank you, Lindsay and Tara. That was thank you for your words of inspiration to our students. Congratulations, graduates. On accomplishing your educational goals at Salt Lake Community College. As you move into the next phase of your life, whether it be to continue your education or to begin your career in the workforce or to pursue your dreams and happiness, we wish you the absolute very best in your future endeavors. So get ready. Will the graduates please stand? And will Vice Chair Chillingworth please join me? Vice Chair Chillingworth, as Provost of Salt Lake Community College, I have the honor of presenting these wonderful students who have fulfilled the requirements established by Salt Lake Community College for their degree, diploma, or certificate, and are therefore recommended by this faculty. Again, they are therefore recommended by this passionate, outstanding, committed, dedicated faculty for this appropriate honor.
And as Vice Chair of the Board of Trustees, and on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Salt Lake Community College, I congratulate and accept these graduates.
So graduates, in a few moments, you will be crossing this stage as a graduate of Salt Lake Community College. And while you may believe that you are leaving the institution, we believe that you are joining us anew, this time as part of the SLCC Alumni Association. You will soon join the ranks of thousands of other SLCC students who have moved from graduate status to alumni status. We hope you will stay connected to Salt Lake Community College by taking advantage of programs, events, and opportunities that we offer. And we hope that you'll give back to SLCC in some way by sharing your time and talents with the college. Graduates, as you prepare to have your picture taken before you walk on stage, volunteers are assigned to assist with straightening your cords and your stoles. Please let them know if you would prefer not to have help. If you're comfortable shaking hands, please extend your hand as you approach individuals on the stage. And now, please follow the usher from your seat to prepare for the processional. This is what you have all been waiting for. Graduates, you can sit until your time is ready, otherwise you might pass out. This is what you have all been waiting for. Graduates, family, friends, and supporters. At SLCC, we have always had the tradition of each student walking across the stage to be acknowledged by the audience and academic dean. They will be congratulated by the Provost for Academic Affairs and the Vice President for Student Affairs and Enrollment Management as they cross the stage. While they wait to receive their diplomas, our students will have their pictures taken, receive their diploma, and then will proceed across the stage where their name will be read. They are truly our highest priority. As they cross the stage, you may notice that they are wearing different colors of cords, stoles, or medallions. The cords and medallions distinguish them by academic achievements and affinity groups, and their achievement is noted by their name in their commencement program. For your information, the gold cords indicate high honors, including our Phi Theta Kappa graduates. The silver cords indicate honor students. The blue cords are worn by our civically engaged scholars. Our graduates of excellence have a silver stole. Members of the honor program wear a gold medallion with blue ribbons. Our veteran or active duty students who are graduating wear a red, white, and blue cord. The blue and gold cord represent our students who identify as first-generation college students. The navy, light blue, and bright gold cords are worn by graduates who are concurrently enrolled in high school. And our students who identify as coming from diverse backgrounds are wearing the white stoles. I am happy to share with you that we have 154 veterans and 2 dependents who are graduating today. Also, more than 1,497 of today's graduates identify as first-generation students. Our graduates this year range in age from 16 to 76. They represent 38 countries and 32 states, and they are collectively earning 3,865 certificates or degrees. They have worked hard, and they deserve our recognition. Please remain seated during the processional for the safety and security of our graduates.
So are we ready? Ready to go?
Devin Sanborn.
Maria Alejandra Maloney.
Caitlin Polson.
Maria Florencia Campos Yupura.
Gabriel Holm. Sierra Schmidt. Chandra Payne. Traylin Geringer. Jennifer Croft.
Kristen Lloyd.
Amanda Lee.
Caitlin Barden.
Cody Gibson.
Rocio Campuzano.
Blair Daines.
Alexander Bonifaz.
Brianna Lloyd.
Aiken Cheng.
Mariah Koski.
Krista Hamilton.
Joseph Duchesne Navanik.
Laurel Livesey.
David Skupin.
Amy L. Park.
Ann Dudley.
Mary Isaac.
Aspen Kessler.
McKay Kendrick.
Natalie Douglas.
Gray Burton.
Candace Bevers.
David Ramos.
Olivia Sundara.
Ivan Gonzalez.
Samantha Trevino.
Gabriela Tello.
Asia McMillan.
Lilith Hook.
Clarissa Minson.
Alejandra Ruiz.
Cladavania Dantas.
Jennifer Pham.
Dot McLaughlin.
Mercedes Thompson.
Asia Rondoni.
Jessica Bigler.
Gianmarco Vallegos.
Sarah Pugh.
David Martin.
Kimberly Gold.
Jonathan Crimes.
Brittany Clark.
Mike Strickler.
Desiree Smith.
Daniel Morante.
Ranelle Glines.
Dallin Porter.
McCall Kirby.
Paul Pulsifer.
Caitlin Bone.
Martin Sam Maestas.
Jillian Brenton.
Miriam Lisbeth Swasta.
Savannah Stevenson.
Michaela Tippett.
Jessica Kidd.
Chandra Costley.
Caitlin Pusey.
Paige Toffer.
Penny Peterson.
Veronica Cuevas Flores.
Elizabeth Betcher.
Randy Gomez.
Melanie Jacobs.
Gee. Markel Deanne Gee.
Adrian Munson.
Macy Muller.
Devani Emery.
Riley Moore.
Janessa Hansen.
Victor Acosta Rodriguez.
Daisy Arellano.
Soraya Bennett.
Kyla Cunningham Curtis.
Chantel Ferber.
Brittany Blackmore.
Alize Velasquez.
Brenda Casita.
Samantha Joe Francis.
Heather Sue Long.
Renee Seeley.
Sarah Freeman.
Keegan Hughes.
Brandon Kuwika Kayakahi Clegg.
Bethany Henderson.
Ashlyn Hammond.
Aaron Hunt.
Corey Saunders.
Catherine Chatlin.
Megan Peterson.
Josh Wilkie.
Jordan Barber.
Michaela Cutler.
Jonathan Allen.
Nat Spencer.
Giselle Arbizu Sanchez.
Sophia Paul.
Brianna Wright.
Bailey Garn.
Caleb Sparks.
Natasha Sadler.
Dawson Whitehead.
Take a breath. Drink some water.
Nayeli Raquel Villalobos.
Tanner Beaumont.
Ramata Dasso.
Aspen Tobler.
Shakila Barber.
Jaylee Marone.
Andrea Stoker.
Bryce Roundy.
Megan Anderson.
Rodrigo Calderon.
McKady Coates.
Samantha Gilmore.
Alexis Everett.
Jennifer Sandoval.
Naya Benia Castro.
Guy Kell.
Maria Luisa Guzman Ramos Macaulay.
Atlanta Fielding.
Caitlin Ellis.
Diana Valdez.
Maricela Perez Romero.
Jordan Ferguson.
Haley Billings.
Kelsey Mesa.
Chesney Collingwood.
Jillian Mellentine.
McKenna Whitehour.
Vina Lamson.
Kirsten Leva.
Matthew Corcoran.
Sarah Ann Phillips.
Leah Waite.
William Dabney Stewart V.
Donna Mills Evan.
Ariana Kingston.
Brady Gandy.
Ana Del Prete.
Julia Morier.
Wendy Guerrero Gonzalez.
Javier Aguilera.
Carly Chun.
Zachary May.
Madison Earl.
Tanner Wood.
Letitia Cerna.
Cambria Davis.
Curtis Wilkinson.
Oscar Roman Marcial.
Jaron Harold Jones.
Leon Noy.
Musa Sheikh.
Chris Tran.
Imran Martinez.
Alia Duran.
Scott Tinney.
Melina O.
Chuck Barr.
Athena O.
Jocelyn Arevalo.
Eli Gonzalez.
Areli Bustillos Dominguez.
Angelina Moosman.
Melanie Patricia Lopez.
Adam Cruiser.
Patrice Vasquez.
Gwendolyn Garrett.
Angelia Palmer.
Zachary Milkinson.
Kensington Lee Dawn Ohm.
Hannah Johnson.
Jason Wynn.
Bianca Larios McGee.
Memphis Moore.
Isabella Hamlin.
Leopoldo Torres Reyes.
Shyla Nelson.
Jose Zuniga.
Safa Hamadi.
Sarah Varga.
Nicole Kundick.
Aline Ribeiro.
William Miles.
Faith Diamond.
Brianna Espinosa.
Candace Kyle.
Sherry Padron.
Marlon Martinez Perez.
Nadia Annette Vega.
Melanie Viviano Garcia.
Mackenzie Capito.
Chelsea Cortez.
Benjamin Shembri.
John Rangel Trejo.
Peter Lefevre.
Samuel Cox.
Maggie Horton.
Benjamin Karp.
Naomi Jewett.
Jorge Topete.
Molly Ann Fuller.
Jean Che Zing.
April Cherry.
Camille Rodriguez.
Jane Miller.
Brianne Ross.
Lauren Butler.
Ruth Batista.
Litzy Montserrat Ramirez.
Ben Hull.
Madison Chelsea Medina.
Dennis Sisson.
Mason Carrillo.
Ashley Garibay.
Jennifer Castro.
Marin or Marin? Daniela Marin.
Marina Rogers.
Roba Al-Atewawe.
Summer Julian.
Luis Villeta.
Parker Bobo.
Kaylin Reed.
Kiara Vasquez.
Mackenzie Jensen.
Julissa Staker.
Kristen Layton.
Esther Ojo.
Brenda Suaste Hernandez.
Madeline Stone.
Heather Kelmer.
Tamara McNeese.
Melanie Silva.
Chandra Carpenter.
Alan Light.
Melissa Garrettson.
Ania Hungerford.
Karina Barnes.
Sin Grubbs.
Esther Barnes.
Morgan Page Shumway.
Agnes Loswa.
Paige Schaus.
Lucy Nayota.
Noah Goodlet.
Natasha Quintero.
Oh boy. Irina Ryanavasida.
Jasmine Sushanto.
Bianca Ariella Arita.
Maddie Colcord.
Alexandra Smith.
Bree-Lynn DeVries.
Jonathan Bedo.
Jaron DeVries.
Selene Flores Rascon.
Spencer Tippett.
Fisher Bradley.
Karina Rosas Arteaga.
Matthew Martinelli.
Kate Silkowski.
Carson Steck.
Natalie Madeline Prudencio Salazar.
Christopher Zimp.
Paula Sosa Navarro Crosset.
Justin Lewis.
Brian Leroy Peak.
Cole Brookins.
Hamdi Yusuf.
Dylan Crandall.
Ana Rodriguez Orellana.
Carl Hansen.
Shaylee Sorensen.
Aiden Stanley.
Ingrid Medina.
Ola Alkafaji.
Ashmita Karki.
Tulai Kachar.
Dorisela León Pérez.
Braxton Mountier. Shelby Rydalch.
Eke Namdi Okeuko.
Shayla Williams.
Riley Medill.
Samantha Allen.
Paris Howell.
Chase Doler.
Carly Keddington.
Troy Daly.
Joel Sierra Garcia.
Nathan Duval.
Tiffany Hernandez Olivas.
Rochelle Broom. Rachel Broom, her sister.
Kimberly Lamb. Sarah Aldulaimi.
Sarah Jane Gumper.
Zubeida Kuder.
Monica Laguesse.
Itzel Alvarado.
Jennifer Martinez Flores.
Nadia Howard.
Hold on. Riley Dingle.
Florencia Hernandez.
Hold on. Jennifer Sendejas.
Anthony Ellis.
I'll take that. Brianna Rodriguez.
Jadian Jensen.
Lauren Jarvis.
Michael Maile.
Kenny Wynn.
Ariel Boyakin.
Jasley Pineda.
Emily Keith.
Daniel Lozano.
Joshua Silva.
Cooper Schroeder.
Eric Lozano.
Kiara McDevitt.
Liliana Hernandez.
Jimena Arengo.
Aline Lozano.
Charlotte Moyes.
Ana Cervantes Orellana.
Melanie Rangel.
Ali Crispin.
Brittany Eastman.
Bárbara Suasana Skincariol.
Amanda Robinson.
Casey Vaughn Niederhauser.
Vanessa Keelis Gomez.
Martian Martian Gassner.
Alfredo Figueroa.
Cassidy Potter.
Burke Vance.
Kaylee Escobar.
Mary Peely.
Luz Adriana Ramirez.
Caleb Cantrell.
Kendrick Pope.
Nathan Laws.
Michaela Santana.
Rihanna McLeod.
Allison Galindo Laguna.
Wyatt Strike.
Natalie Abinader.
Tanya Valdez.
Ana Cisneros.
Zane Smith.
Karina Sevilla Guzman.
Aubriana Heaps.
Mina Rivera.
Kate Gibson Lamousse.
Kimberly Adams.
Elisek Santiago.
Angel Eastman.
Kathleen Veronica Jensen.
Henry Ewing.
Eli Hansen.
Julia Falcon.
Ryan Bingham.
Sharon Jeter.
Adrian Castro.
Sydney Prather.
Christopher Guerrero.
Dennis Dolan.
Francisco Castillo.
Samantha Martinez.
Venus Taipanyang.
Jessica Heiner.
Jacob Moorhead.
Tasha Mary Day.
James Kilpack Jr.
William Stewart. Patrick Hinckley.
Shendrix Reyes.
Abimael Lopez Moreno.
Hunter Van Zieben.
Jesse Tembo.
Park Connor.
Rebecca Moparish.
Christopher McLean.
Brunel Lukey.
Alyssa Johnson.
Harley McCall.
Katie Lineman.
Catherine Cootie.
Haley Walker.
Marissa Mitchell.
Rachel Glassett.
April McKay.
Jessica Barlocker.
Mercedes Austin.
Valeria Villarola.
Garrick Jenkins.
Aaron Savoy.
Stephen Farley.
Keely Cook.
Donald Dodds.
Diana Zaidi.
Melanie Seyong Tao.
Jawan Kang.
Bárbara García Leal.
Callista Bordos.
Sabrina Wilson.
Nadia Ochoa.
McKay Meldrum.
JD Guy.
Parker Long.
Daniel Dockstader.
Maxence Gay.
Carlos Cruz.
Alan Hernandez Miranda.
Pai Nonu.
Andrew Mahalik.
Virginia Cervantes.
Neima Uinesa.
Mara Alsaedi.
Eme Mugueruera.
Dylan Reynolds.
William Din.
Natalia Gomez Alvarado.
Sierra Adkins.
Dakota Stringham.
Tevin DeWolf.
Max Fu.
Nolan DeWolf.
Rochelle Lambertson.
Miles Paulson.
Sarah Jane Brizzy.
Maximilian Rezanovich.
Kelly Tyler.
Skylar Mulder.
Duncan Lim.
Vanessa May Poes.
Brasnan Ika.
Martha Nelson.
Kenny Bustamante Millones.
Angelica Ricks.
Vanessa Gonzalez Pliego.
Christina Houtrout.
A. Chan.
Aaron Schnabel.
Abhinash Nupani.
Christina Martinez.
Atib Ismail.
Brian Barrios.
Philemon Ukamakabariam.
Brock Davis.
Kara Givens.
Shelly Gudino Thomas.
Jay Herring.
Camila May.
Molly Mortensen.
Brianna Bartunek.
Linda Rodriguez.
Sadie Marie Garcia.
Jennifer Garcia Beltran.
Heather Morgan Glenn Sauer.
Belen Castro Ruiz.
Emma Whittle.
Marcus Webster.
Craig Granger.
Jennifer Scott.
Jessica Bedoya.
Joshua Austin.
Ruth Semaidarling Utu.
Sir William Wallace II.
Jerry Pistorius.
Emily Butler.
Carol Tide.
Dewar Ramirez.
Alia Negrete.
Alma Garcia.
Kelly Doe.
San Juana Garcia.
Kevin Tu.
Adriana Tenaguino.
Oscar Gonzalez.
Nikki Meehan.
Jorge Balmaceda.
Anthony Medina.
Emily Dalton.
Jacob Magsino.
Nick Vargas.
Jake Wood.
Julia Skowronek.
Jacob Rex Staley.
George Lowenthal.
Laura Kalkowski.
Ishel Padilla.
Asia Seams.
Ramon Ramirez.
Melanie Bautista.
Christopher Fetterman.
Angelica Duran.
Angel Ramos.
Brett Lane Raker Jr.
Alexa Rosales Guifarro.
Jennifer Gordon.
Leslie Clausen.
Kirk Miller.
Omar Bustos.
Alexander Mario Mejia.
Jessica Komori.
Nathaniel Mercado Gonzalez.
Olive Niramesa.
Miguel Angel Pimentel Guerrero.
Callie Rowley.
AJ Harms.
Gianella Dulfo.
Dawood Kinjo.
Kellen Anderson.
Ali Ahmed.
Cindy Aburto.
Mohammed Ali.
Molly Diddy.
Brian Gates.
Kimberly Morales Martinez.
Jason Seitman.
Braden Shampton.
Jesus Ariano Garcia.
Samantha Stevens.
Eraina Van Dormi.
Francisco Hernandez Perez.
Anthony Iliff.
Nathan Robinson.
Jesus Alessandro Escobar Medina.
Aldo Peralta.
John Mello Rodriguez.
Chase Musservy.
Arthur Klinkenberg.
Cassandra Blade.
Fatuma Hussein.
Zachary Archuleta.
Alyssa Jarvis.
William K.
Sabrina Labra.
Carmen Westorp.
Lance Trujillo.
Taylor Guyman.
Miriam Mann.
Angelique McLachlan.
Savannah Martin.
Alexander Mailman.
Jenny Psychosi.
Antonio White.
Paige Richerod.
Timothy Udy.
Veronica Sullivan.
Jimena Saavedra Gobar.
Josu Valdovinos.
Kathleen Yang.
Karen Maria Alvarado.
Carter Grove.
Taylor Polson.
Amber Falvo.
Kayla Alvarez.
Maximiliano Reyes.
Bailey Kitchen.
Jorge Rascon.
Sydney Thornton.
Enrique Tule.
Leanne Roden Reiser.
Michelle Billings.
Sadie Allen.
Alyssa Berry.
Jonathan Amisi.
Brian Harmon. Derek Harmon.
Kara Clifton.
Haley Rose Hansen.
Isabel Carter.
Courtney Matthews.
Casey Hutto.
Caitlin Fulin.
Brittany Jones.
Kitty Karchner.
Isabella Fresquez.
Cindy Aguilar Vergara.
Amber Davalos.
Stacy Alvarez.
Emma Fisher.
Kaylee Roberts.
Chelsea Peterson.
Christine Bagwell Hyde.
Sierra Potter.
Jennifer Diaz.
Cassidy Murphy.
Mayra Moreno.
Stephanie Torres.
Jesse Andrews.
Orlando Cabrera.
Luke Kingston.
Jessica Penalosa Pineda.
Samuel Kingston.
Leslie Gonzalez Oriana.
Eldon McKenzie.
Haley Chase.
Tyler Jenkins.
Sherilyn Jones.
Joey Walton.
Clinton Valerio.
Benjamin Kingston.
Sadie Haynes.
Joshua Carlson.
Jordan Gonzalez.
Abraham Gardner.
Megan Sharp.
Jack Wade.
Daniel Robinson Donner.
Gabriel Garcia Cabrini.
Maria Salazar.
Martín Molina Flores.
Manette Perez.
Hafsa Abdikader Adan.
Alex Elliston.
Carmen Flores.
Carla Moreno Rodriguez.
Angélica Salas.
Lisette Portapilo Cupello.
Rihanna McIntyre.
Aranza Miranda Gutierrez.
Kaylee Criddle.
Jacqueline Parks.
Alma Lake.
Lori Moses.
Marissa Martinez.
Michael Thompson.
Elian Espinosa.
Jacob Ovison.
Marina Johnson.
Siyutaka Hiapo.
Aliyah Kalusa Walks.
Carly Baker.
Kylie Beecham.
Daniela Vimbella.
Wendy Mendoza Briseño.
Kinley Wadsworth.
Lexi Pace.
Chris Healy.
Nathaniel Jones.
Sammy Newbold May.
Logan Peterson.
Shannon Smalley.
Jonathan Whitmill.
Matthew Lynch.
Abraham McKenna.
Emily Howe.
Nicholas Carmichael.
Tiangeli Casanova Blair.
Eldon Kingston.
Arlene Delgado.
William Michaels.
Jessica Martinez Sandoval.
Charles Chase.
Sherry Drake.
Ryan Chambers.
Hannah Helko.
Shem Jacobs.
Cameron Stromness.
John Harrison.
Biddy Tang Parker.
Jack Kingston.
Nayeli Moran.
Janalee Jenkins.
Sierra Smith.
Jason Chilado.
Maria Langston.
Emmeline Grove.
Elizabeth Starr.
Michelle Kingston.
Cameron Wood.
Clover Stone.
Dominique Butner.
Fei Fei Gao.
Surreal Cox.
Avery Freeman.
Zahir Lawrence.
Jocelyn Kingston.
Diwas Dudvrat.
Hannah McCarthy.
Amber Barker.
Vivian Brown.
Mackenzie Barrett.
Callie Jenkins.
Alex Nelson.
Adriana Gustafson.
Lily Flores.
Sarah Kennington.
Leon Silver.
Aseneth Taylor.
Kate Luna Santiago.
Natalie Nelson.
Amber Rasta.
Kylie Jensen.
Sahara Bartolez.
Moretta Scott.
Catalina Maldonado.
Jamie Fink.
Kiona Okilani Ventura Smith.
Abby Laurie.
Nicole Martinez.
Clara Bedos.
Aaron Davies.
Jocelyn Dominguez.
Leslie Ayan.
Xiao Elson de Barros Inocencio.
Alex Young.
Megan Brooke Shamel.
DJ Tanner.
Andrew McKay.
Timothy Olson.
Robert Alarcon.
Braden Limke.
Tierney Atkinson.
Ivan Ortega Arcos.
Ellie Black.
Cassidy Klingler.
Braden Terry.
Cassandra Bingham.
Lucinda Bentley.
Elizabeth Tui.
Viridiana Mireles.
Tara Jensen.
David Young.
Martine Gaussen Monreal.
Peter Larrabee.
Fiona Gigi.
Morgan Ussery.
Tyler Galovich.
Kenley Nelson.
Arianda Hernandez.
Wendy Montiel.
Nicholas Arquilo Sararuca.
Chanel Strutton.
Yuko Yorigami.
Rebecca Pectel.
Guillermo Fuentes.
Shelby Sunderland.
Brenda Martinez.
Shane Hamilton.
Vanessa Ortiz Jaramillo.
Jasmine Beltran.
Chase Agzawala.
Sanas Misagi.
Alexa Honecker.
Leith Loza.
Katie Black.
Rhea Williams.
Mireille Joao.
Jesse Smith.
Cal Haslam.
Shankil Garcia.
Elise Fast.
Amanda Worthen.
Miley Oki.
Valeria Portillo.
Emily Karhuikara Riveros.
Tyler Webster.
Lila Insel.
Mackenzie Stewart.
Amelia Grieve.
Shannon Perez.
Shari Wade.
Sawari Jadav.
Jared Gomez.
Jake Nisolke.
Nathan Shaw.
Andy Magaña Ruiz.
Christina Lincecum.
Aspen Thompson.
Megan Letchford.
Brenda Valdez.
Damaris Chacon Chavez.
Colin Griffith.
Shaylin Hancock.
Solveig Ariana Santos.
Abigail Zaharias.
Jesse Aular.
Derek Arthurs.
Evelyn Hernandez.
I Vo.
Dawit Gebresilasi.
Savannah Frisbee.
Hamia Wanlu.
Michael Q. Adamson.
Emeras Kasango.
Akasha Whitehead.
Ruby Marin.
Sabrina Hutchins.
Cambry Simpson.
Ucille Gonzalez.
Cameron Bennett.
Mia Lobato.
Harliana Anderson.
Ashley Drew.
Daniel McKinley.
Vanessa Alvarez Abad.
Jacob White.
Claudia Ramirez Suarez.
Sarah Beth Wright.
Mariah Amy.
Gavin Kraft.
Alondra Casareto Barrera. Kayla Harigu. Angela Cardenas. Hannah McLaughlin Miles Labacron. Mary Lyon Miles Maycock. Kimberly Escarate.
And our final graduate, Lindsay Simons. Graduates and guests, thank you so very much for your attendance at our 2023 commencement. In a moment, there will be a processional of the President's Party, and we ask that you all please stay in your seats until the platform guests have left the arena. You're then free to celebrate with your family and friends. We encourage you to meet your graduate outside rather than on the floor, so please meet them outside. Now, my last instructions to you students, please stand. Graduates, your tassel should be on the right side. You can now change it from right to left. Congratulations.
no, no.